So this video is a bit different. For Christmas, for Christmas, I got a gimbal, and it's really cool. And it has this like face tracking thing, which, as you can see right here, it's tracking one of my face. I'm sorry if it's moving around a little bit. I don't know if it is yet, but I got a toy. Alright, so here it is. So it's a fork, as you can see, but it has springs. It's so weird. And that's how you tighten it right there, is it goes all the way through, and I can still ride SCS. Also, say hi to Bobbert. He's my buddy. So, focus, there you go. So, I'm gonna leave the link down in the description down below if you want to go get this thing. Alright, while I'm taking this apart, I'm gonna talk. So, hope you all had a good Christmas, because this is hopefully gonna go up around in between Christmas and New Year's. It is the day right after Christmas for me right now. But I got this fork, and we went and got the things to make it work, basically. Like to make it compress down. 1 second, because I just remembered I gotta get 2 other tools. Alright, now I'm back. So, I got this off of eBay. Like I said, link in the description. If you want to get this, you will have to buy like some other things to go along with it, but you can get those at a hardware store. So this thing is really fun to like mess around on. The springs are not as strong as you would think just by like trying to compress it down. But it's weird at first, because where I ride here, I ride on the sidewalks and the road and stuff, and the sidewalks have the cracks in it like almost every other sidewalk does, and you don't feel them like you do on a normal fork, which I didn't think about it, so I wasn't like expecting to have that happen. But one thing that did happen, hold on, real quick, let me do this. Alright, so one thing that did happen was whenever I would jump off of like the sidewalk and stuff, the wheel would compress all the way to the top, and that's why I say that the springs aren't as sensitive as you would think, because they really aren't, like, not at all, not sensitive at all. So I'm gonna keep this fork because it's really cool. I saw it like first on like a razor, like you can search up scooter fork with spring or compressing scooter fork, and it's really cool. Like, I'm definitely not gonna just like throw this in the trash after I'm done, but I'm definitely not gonna keep riding it because it's just not something that I want to ride. So basically this is it. So it was like this tall, and I had to cut it down, and then I tried finding I don't have like I wasn't gonna go buy a razor and get the little screws that screwed onto here. I could if I wanted to, just didn't want to. So this is the fork. So has 2 springs on the side, has nuts on each side to like tighten or loosen it. And these springs, like whenever you do this, super strong, like super tight. But you go to like ride it, and whenever you would land, like if you went like nosedive, it would compress so far that the wheel would come from here all the way up and hit it. And so I would recommend getting like stronger springs if you're gonna buy one of these. And then so to do the issue on like compressing the fork, I got this long axle, okay, and then a washer, and then there's a washer in the clamp that like grabs onto the lip of the SES. If you're riding SES, I'd recommend doing this because it will help a lot. Because what you could do, you could just do what I was talking about earlier with getting an old razor, getting the screws, screwing them on after you put the headset on. But I would not recommend doing that because the SES will not be tightened down. So, and then the nut, as you saw me taking the whole thing apart. Say hi to Bobbert. Oh, let me bring that in here. Bobbert, this is Bobbert. Say hi to him. Also, hold on. I can't get into it. I'm gonna take Bobbert off. But Bobbert, I mean, lights up and he squeaks. Maybe. You heard it. Everybody heard it. Yeah, there. I'm getting a new deck soon. So, I know I mentioned like the whole Terra thing last video. The guy that we were talking to, he said he couldn't do it. I found a new guy. We have to go talk to him about the whole deck and let him look at everything, see if he can. And then we'll be back. But right now what I'm gonna do is put my old fork on, or my fork that I ride, like that I actually ride. Alright, so camera died. As you can see, it's the next day, wearing new clothes. I want to real quick before I go over a scooter check and everything, I want to go over this and kind of show you guys. So, hold on. So basically, there's this long axle that goes all the way through this, and then this washer right here on my SCS clamp, it fits and it catches on that little lip. Then this nut used to tighten it down, and then this all is gonna go a little bit into the bars. You won't feel it, like you won't have to put the bars over it. And then there's a washer on the bottom right here to keep the axle from going through, because it's a hole all the way through. Now you could, if you had a star nut, just push one in, and then you wouldn't have to deal with all this heaviness of this. I didn't have one laying around. I wasn't gonna wait to order one. So yeah, now I'm going to get a go over my scooter. My deck should have arrived today, but it's at my mom's and not my dad's right now. I'm currently filming this the day that I'm going to be uploading it. So, like this part. So yeah. So let's get into the scooter check. So, my scooter, I'm going to start at the top. So at the top we got Oath Bermuda grips. They're pretty worn in. I don't run bar ends just because I'm a weight weenie. I got the Scoot USA titanium T-bars. Then I have the Envy 3-bolt Forge SES. I'm only running 2 bolts on it because I don't see the need for the third one. I got a I'll put the name of it on the screen. I got that headset. And then the deck that I'm getting, I'm going to be getting the Triad Medusa deck. And then I'm running a Rapture fork. Also, link to all these parts are going to be in the description. Then I got Root Industry Honeycore wheels. And right now I'm running undialed grip tape.